Alright, what's up guys? Taylor here on the 1st of May. And before we jump into tonight's video, some exciting news from Simpler. Today kicks off Member Appreciation Month. And as a part of that, we're going to have two webinars, members only, on the 9th and the 21st. And we'll put a link here in the description. You can read a little bit more about that. And we're also going to have some cool prizes, including a stay at JC's Ranch. Now, no promises, but there might be a kangaroo appearance, and maybe a zebra or two. So those sessions will be in the Essentials room, but if you're a member of any of our rooms, for those 2 days, you've got full access. So looking forward to seeing you there. And as far as this market goes, pretty wild action here today. Typical of a Fed day. QQQ gap down into really important support. That important support being the weekly 21 EMA. They rallied all the way back to the daily 21 EMA. And then we got the flush, and we closed a little bit underneath that weekly 21. So we call that a round trip. And for those of you in the room, we talked a lot today about trading emotions, trading psychology, and a big part of that just being basically just trusting your signals. So I've got a screenshot here that Sam shared on Twitter. Trade like an algo. If system signal says get long, you get long. Else, if the system signal says get short, trade short. Else, you do nothing at all, practice patience, and you wait for your pitch. So the translation is, put faith in your signals until the signals change. And the signals here on the QQQ, they remain pretty bearish. Let's check them out here. We have a big 3 score of -4. It's not as bad as possible. The worst possible score is a -12. But -4 is not positive. We have a big 3 sell signal on the daily, the 4-hour, and the 1-hour. The structure label is red. And we got that 3-day squeeze setting up. A little compression here on the 3-day. Now the weekly chart. Like I mentioned, that 21 EMA, really important support. Going all the way back here to November, we had a big weekly squeeze. We had a fresh momentum cross on the histogram. Squeeze fired. We got the big 3 buy signal. And now for the first time since November, the signals have shifted from bullish to neutral. From green to blue. Momentum has got a negative cross. First you lose momentum, and then you lose your structure. We talked about that, I want to say about a month ago, as far as the QQQ daily chart. Momentum breaks. If they can't fix momentum, rip that back above 0, then you're liable for a structure break. The first step to breaking structure, 1 or 2 closes below that 21 EMA. Now, we did have one back here. They popped it back above, and as far as I can see, things might be shaping up for a close back under that 21 EMA here today. My game plan moving forward, until the signals change, any bounces should be shorted. And if you get a good bounce, if you got a 15-minute, 30-minute hourly buy signal, you can play for a push into resistance. I did a little bit of that today. Bought some calls here on the S&P futures for 11 bucks, flipped them out for 17. But as soon as price gets anywhere near that 21 EMA, I got to take off those longs, and I got to look for a short. And then jumping over to the S&Ps here, we have a daily 4-hour and a 1-hour sell signal. The structure label is bearish. We trade below the trailing stop, and we got a big 3 score of -4. And then on the weekly chart, it's pretty similar to the QQQ. Had a squeeze back here. The histogram shifts positive. We got the weekly buy signal. That kicks off your rally. Now we've pulled back towards support. The indicator's gone neutral. If we get a little momentum break here, that can open the door for a bit more downside in the S&Ps. So as always, the key level here, the daily 21. You can buy it and trade it into the 21 EMA until we get 1 or 2 closes, and ideally 2, 2 closes back above that 21. The path of least resistance should remain to the downside. And then taking a quick look here at a few of the bigger parts of the market. For the most part, a lot of them are below that 21 EMA as well. AMD gapped down after earnings, under that 21 and a sell signal. And I think if the QQQ sees any more downside, AMD might have a date here with that 200 SMA. We've got Meta with a daily sell signal far below that 21. There is Microsoft, sell signal below that 21 EMA. Now, Google's pretty solid. Actually, Google's really solid. Good structure, a buy signal, a perfect 12 out of 12. But the bigger problem is the QQQ. I can day trade Google to the buy side. I can't swing trade Google to the buy side with the QQQ misbehaving. And then Amazon here. Amazon's a bit more neutral. 1 out of 12 on the big 3 score. The indicator, or the signals rather, are neutral. Brand new daily squeeze, that's neutral. And the structure is neutral. And then we've got NVIDIA. So for NVIDIA here, we have a brand new daily squeeze, a 2-day squeeze, and a 3-day squeeze. So a lot of compression. The squeeze gives you your buildup of energy. Keeping things simple, if they keep closing it below that 21 EMA, the odds would favor they might want to break that squeeze short. I think we have earnings coming up on the 22nd, so that could always play a role. But for now, you got a big triple squeeze, and then Apple here. Apple has earnings tomorrow night, and we have a daily and, more importantly, a 2-day squeeze. So as far as Apple goes, and pretty much all of tech, if they gap that to the downside, pretty good chance that squeeze breaks short. If that 2-day squeeze breaks short, that can kick off a flush back down towards 160, which of course would put more pressure on the QQQ. As we know, things can change very quickly. For now, the signals are bearish. We're under that key 21 EMA in the indices, in all the leading stocks. Until that changes, I can day trade it longer, and I'm shorting for the swing trades. As always, y'all, thank you for watching. Hope you found it helpful, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Adios.
What's up, traders? This is Taylor from Simpler Trading. I wanted to thank you for watching our video, and if you liked the video, go on ahead and comment down below, hit that like button, and make sure you're subscribed and hit that bell icon to get a notification anytime we upload our next video. And of course, if you want to watch us trade live in real time with our own money, check us out at simplertrading.com. Until then, trade safe, and I'll catch you in the next video.